about to start.
Like feed into it. It's like, oh, you guys see this text message I got? I'm like, no, I really don't.
Hello? Is this the Listening to Char show, or is this No Conduct Radio? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, it is a Listening to Char show. We have 20 seconds, and I just logged in. I'm so sorry, and I'm like working and multitasking. How's everybody?
Yeah, well, we're live on the air.
No, you're not.
Yes, we are.
Well, I didn't hear the
You were talking the whole time.
No Conduct Radio. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
you were talking the whole time.
I actually do.
I haven't even introduced us yet.
Wow. Oh,
may I continue?
This, please, but everybody knows I do have a brain now. I do actually, have an important job. Okay, please do.
I have your permission. We can. Okay.
Absolutely.
Because we have nobody listening to us right now. We're just chilling.
Only thousands and tens of thousands of people. I know. I'm so sorry, listeners.
Okay, so I can continue now?
Please do. The intro. We love the intro.
Oh, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another. You see, you messed me up. Episode of No Conduct Radio. You messed me up. Tonight, we have a really interesting show. We're actually going to discuss the correlation of how you dress, dealing with how you're respected. So this goes for men and women, but primarily women. So we're going to talk about do you have to be modest to be respected, or can you dress like, I don't know, whatever. What's her name? Amber
Char.
Rose. No.
Sure.
Amber Rose and be respected. Good God, Char. Way to have self-esteem. Good Lord. We're also going to answer your relationship questions. And last week we were not here live on the air, but we did have a replay of your relationship questions, one of the more popular shows of relationship questions, so I hope you didn't miss that. Tonight we're also playing a commercial from a book by Stephanie Harris called The Wonders of Monkey Mac, and we're going to play a song by Christy called Break the Rules. So without further ado, and if it's okay with Char, let's get started. How is everyone doing tonight?
What was it?
Well, everyone knows how I'm doing, so I'll let the floor take that as to how they're doing.
Hanging in there. Put it that way. Hanging in there.
I agree.
Rough day. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I agree.
So 2 rough days. Not Logic. You see that?
Logic doesn't want to have anything to do with us.
I think I scared him off with my office deputy driver. Oh my God!
Scare a lot of people off.
This is all part of the reality show. Remember the Char show here in Las Vegas? We'll be taping in 6 months.
We need to have a reality show for real. I think we would make millions of dollars.
Let me ask the panel a question. Have you ever got a text message or contact by an old friend, a female or male, and they ask you how you doing, everything like that, and it leads up to, at the middle of the conversation, it leads up to, oh yeah, by the way, can you lend me some money? I said, what?
Yeah, that's happened to me, but I don't play into the BS. Because soon as they call and they're like, "Hey, how you doing? How's everything going?" I'll be like, "Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, what do you need?" And then they'll get quiet because I guess that throws them off.
It wasn't even that. It was crazy. It was like somebody friend texted me from Messenger, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'm doing all right, long time." And at the end, it's like at the middle, "Oh, by the way, I'm having a hard time. Can you help me out with?" I was like, "What?" I said, "You haven't talked to me in like 3 years." I'm like, "What?"
Wow.
You know what? Tell them you're going to send the money to their inbox in Facebook.
I was like, yo, man. And I didn't answer it back. I just paused. I was like, I ain't going to answer that. It's crazy. I was like, what the hell?
You send them a picture of a stack of money. Like, there you go.
Like, damn. Hey, it was a female.
No,
so
I have a
female.
default. I have a default way I answer those questions. They usually ask for a certain amount. Like, can you lend me $300? And I'll be like, yeah. So send me $500, and I'll lend you $300. That's how I answer them.
Interest, right?
I need $500. When I get that $500, I'll lend you $300.
That's a good one. I've never heard that.
Damn.
It's one way to get out of it.
And I guess she's like mad now. I said whatever. I didn't even.
What are you mad at? Are you kidding me? You expecting that person to say yes?
Wow. I think it is. I think they it must be it's like social media. They they troll my Instagram, Facebook, and they see stuff and they figure it's not ain't like that.
Look, BJ, you could be the Rock, and why do I have to lend you anything? Who the hell are you?
Exactly.
People gonna hate me. Look. Because I'm still going to be the same way. I'll be sitting there right next to, like, my Bentley or something, and they'll send me a message, can you lend me? I'll be like, yeah. So if you send me $1,000, I'll lend you $500. I'll say the same answer.
Damn.
Yeah, but what's up with the attitude when you say no, you can't do it or won't do it, and it's like, so you don't want to help family out? Oh,
yeah.
See,
what's family? It's like old friend,
you know. Like, whatever. Who? Wait, cousin who? How do you still have my number? They got an attitude, like it's
family. That's
that's the worst. They're the worst, really. Because that's
hilarious for the attitude.
Could you loan me? I'll pay you back. I say what? No, you won't. I think I'll not pay you back. Please.
Right. No.
I guess you don't forgot where you came from, brother.
Yeah.
I don't believe in people. If I give you money, I've thrown away that money. I don't even think you're gonna pay me back. I'd just be like, here. Right. I don't even pretend that. I'll pay you back.
They try to
if you pay for loan, you expect it back. Guess what? I know you're not gonna get it back. So how about this? I just gave you a gift. Go on about your day. Bye. See ya. Don't even call because you don't call anyway. Because when you say okay,
try to use your kindness as a weakness because they know I'm not I'm never always I'm an easygoing guy. I guess they figure I'm the same guy as 2 or 3 years ago. It is what it is. But you don't come to me and talk to me in 2 years and text me in the middle of the conversation. Oh, by the way, could you loan me? It's like, you crazy. I was like, no.
Well, see, at least, BJ, at least they have something to go off of. You were an easygoing guy. I don't know why people ask me crap because I've always been a bitch. I've always been that way.
Yeah. It's funny. I thought of logic. I thought of logic when I got that message. I was like, damn, the Hill has nothing on Facebook. Just whatever, or anything on social media. I said, damn. But things I couldn't. It's too late now. It's whatever, because I got a brand going. I said, damn. I said, that's the truth. They look at the Instagram, they see that shit. They were thinking, damn, maybe he is. I know I can't loan you nothing.
Yeah, he must be living big out there. He must be doing well. So get out.
But again, so what? What does that have to do with you? You're gonna just ask somebody for money that they worked hard for?
And that's how
like the most. If I needed to borrow money from somebody, the most I would do is be like, hey, I noticed that you're really doing it big or whatever. I'm wondering, do you need a website designer? Do you need an office manager? Something like that. But I'm not just going to be like, hey, can you give me some money? And then if you can't do it or if you already have that position filled, then so be it. Move on.
Right. Because it's always friends. It's always friends. It's never strangers. It's always friends.
No. And family, but listen, here's a kicker. Happy birthday throughout the year. There's 365 days in the year.
Yeah,
nobody cares.
Exactly.
Like, have you been well? Not don't ask me how I'm doing when you need the money. How about if randomly just call? How are you? Does anybody care? No, I don't care. I'm when I need something.
Hey, I don't want to say. I want to text back so bad. I want to text back. I want to tell her. I said, you know what? Well, let me smash you when I can lend you some money. I want to see that so bad.
It's a girl. Why am I shocked?
I want to do that so bad. I said, nah, I ain't gonna do that because like that, And I know she probably said, oh, it's like that now.
No.
No, they're gonna be like, hashtag
That's exactly
me
what
too.
you should do.
That's
exactly what you should say.
I feel violated.
Since you want to call me and play like I'm your man, let me play all the way like I'm your man.
Right.
Come over here, come clean my kitchen and let me smash it.
That's exactly what I'm start doing. And they ask me, exactly, I'm gonna do that now. From now on, I'm gonna do that.
On it.
I'm gonna do that from now on. I'm gonna say, yeah, you know what? And whatever. Let me smash. You get some money.
Baby, there's a price on everything. This is Blue Eyes. There's a price on everything, baby. Everything.
Hashtag me too.
Yeah, okay, yeah, right.
You know what's funny? I wouldn't even smash. I would give her the most deplorable manual labor. Like, you know what? Yeah, come over. I got some stuff around this house that needs to be done. You know, and you basically gonna be my in-house, worker until you give me all this money back.
How long are we talking? Like,
oh my gosh, that would be funny.
Weeks?
See, BJ, that's what you should answer. You should say, that's how you should answer, and then come back next week with her answer. You should say, yeah, sure, I can give you some money, but I need, I have some work for you to do. I need you,
just
because
tell her you need your laundry done. You need her to clean your bathroom.
Because I'm out working so much. My house is dirty, so if you can just come over and clean my bathroom, I need the laundry folded and ironed, and I need my house vacuumed.
Tell her to wash your car.
And then you'll give her the
2
money.
coats of wax.
I don't know. Every time she thinks she's done it, I'm on there. Oh, did I tell you I want you to
I
go?
bet you. Okay, who wants to put up bets? I'm betting. My bet is that she's going to be offended that you asked her to do some work.
That's probably true.
I'm going with that one.
No, she's not going to be. I don't think she's going to be offended, but she's going to come up with an excuse why she can't. Like she doesn't have the time or something with her kids. It'll be some reason that she'll be like, I would, but blah, blah, blah.
Right. It's crazy. Or she might truth and say, well, wow, I know you was like that. Trying to make you feel guilty. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. But they always did that. Always trying to make you feel guilty.
How is that something to make you feel guilty about? I don't get that.
I'm sorry I bothered you.
My friend's mentality. They do that. They try to make girl with a tire. Try to make you feel guilty. Like, oh, you gonna come out and help me with the tire? I'm like, what? Nah, it's AAA.
No.
5 blocks away? No, AAA. Crazy.
Wow.
Is that what you're saying? Like, I want you to come? Oh, okay. Well, that.
No, that was last.
We've only talked about that a few weeks ago, but.
That's not the same girl.
But you know what? No, but when they tell me, when you say no, they're like, well, I'm sorry that I bothered you then.
I'm
like
sorry
that I bothered you. Like,
I mean, attitude. They give me attitude. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, it just.
No, I would have been like, yeah, there's no problem. You did bother me, but it's fine.
Right.
Like,
I wouldn't even act like I'm baffled. I wouldn't even be acting like I'm mad, nothing. I'd just be like, oh, it's okay. It wasn't bothered because I had to stop my day for this conversation. But, no, it's okay. I'll talk to you later. And I'll say that. I'll talk to you later.
Right.
And I was thinking, like in 3 years, so you contact me, so you couldn't have, like, I think she wanted, like, what, 250, whatever. You said you couldn't conjure up 250 in 3 years, so you had to have my, see my face on Facebook, whatever.
She wants $250?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. Hold on. Let's calculate now. That's about a week, maybe a week's worth of her cleaning your house every single day. So if she agrees to that, and throw in, no, you don't want her cooking for you. But yes, a week's worth of cleaning your house every single day, and then you'll give her $250 for that work. Then yes, you'll agree.
So Kai,
and word it. Don't word it like you're being an ass. Word it like, I actually thought about what you said last night, and you have to be like something like, I thought about what you said last night, and I can give you that money. And then just wait. And then when she responds, then be like, because I have been really busy, if you can come over probably Sunday through Sunday and clean my house. I do need the house clean. I haven't vacuumed in a while. I do have clothes piled up, and then just list off stuff. If you can just come over and do that, then at the end of that week, I'll give you the $250.
Yeah, I'll say something like that. Yeah.
But I have a question. I have a DJ, but you don't have to answer this, okay? Do you have it available, even if it was an option to do it in exchange for the cleaning service?
Wait. What are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm asking.
What are you saying to me?
Do you have it available in exchange for the?
Right? You laughing.
You have $250 available. I mean, I'm just wondering if you're a broke mother.
I'm broke as hell. I got 2 or 3 EBT cards. I'm broke as hell.
Oh my gosh, Char.
I know. I have to. Sorry. What? You don't look.
No, you ain't sorry. You ain't sorry.
No, you look like Mr.
I
Money.
look like I got $250.
He looks like what? What does he look like?
Okay, $1,000 for real. Okay, $500. That's the shoot. Everything's always $1,000. You look like $10,000.
Okay, so if he looks like he always has the money on him, why would you ask him that then?
Hold on, so
he looks like
if you saw a bum on the street, you think the bum was broke, and the bum could be a millionaire. If we just, what are you talking about? You make no sense.
No, look, you can have big expenses come up. You might be doing well for yourself, but you have big expenses come up, and you may not have an extra $250 for this fraud. So
you know what? You know what, Char? The thing is, if you're doing well for yourself, that means you can pay all the expenses that come up.
Right.
What are you talking about?
That's why they're called expenses. Well, that's why you're right. You're right. That's why they're called expenses. You have it in the bank, especially that amount. That's kind of petty.
What?
It's a little petty.
I've lost her. I don't know. I get to the point where I can't follow her anymore.
What in the hell is she talking about?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Let's move along. Good Lord.
Yo, what's the relationship question?
Right now, do you have $250? Just sitting there just to give away if somebody absolutely needed, and no matter what they had to do in exchange for the services, do you
Char,
have
you
it?
act like $250 is $10,000. It's not. $250 is too much to ask. Just on a ho hum, but it's not a lot of money. What are you talking about?
I know, but hey, I mean, bills come up and there's issues, all kinds of things. That's why it's called life.
Char, do you have $250 just sitting there?
Yes, I do. I just got.
So why are you acting like it's just shocking that anybody would have that?
Because I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun to find out. That's all. But my mother always said, "Stay out of everybody's pockets." But I guess
if I had to find something out about somebody if they had money sitting there, I wouldn't go with $250. I would go with something more. Like, do you have $3,000 sitting there, BJ? Just I don't know. Somebody wants some chicken nuggets.
You ask very coded questions like, "Did you pay your car off yet? Is your mortgage settled?" That's when you're like, "Oh, that cat got some money to him."
Well, friend asked for $250. I was only going with that. I was just going with her. She thought I'm just taking her lead. She said $250. That's what she said. So I said, "Okay, do you have $250?"
Stuttering through this explanation. I just wanted to.
Moving right along.
Should we move right along? I want to hear Char stumble some more. I want to hear Char stumble some more. This is fun. No.
I know about Jersey Mike's, okay? Jersey Mike's was just delivered, and that's probably why I'm stuttering, because I'm like, a stab. It's Hercules.
What?
I'm so excited to eat it.
I
sandwich, Jersey Mike's.
Again, she's lost us. I don't know.
Okay.
Don't you have Jersey?
She talking about food.
I thought you did. Yeah, that's what I said.
Are you really asking the East Coast if they have Jersey Mike's?
In Jersey?
I heard of it.
Goodness gracious.
Does the word Jersey track
where is Jersey, Char?
But you all are acting shocked.
Is it in the desert? Where's Jersey?
We're not acting shocked about the name of the place. We're acting shocked that you were basically stuttering through what you're saying, and then you switch gears talking about Jersey Mike's is here. We have another food now. What?
Do we have Jersey?
And then ask, have you ever heard of Jersey Mike's?
And
Jersey here.
I said like 5 times. I kept saying Jersey Mike's, like, hello, you're Jersey. Y'all know what that is. Nobody jumps in.
Completely switching the topic from Char. Do you know what I just found out is in Florida? Do you know they have Wawa in Florida? I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, Wawa stops around Virginia, and then it pops back up again, I think, is it Georgia?
I love that
and it continues to go down to Florida.
Yeah, definitely Georgia. It's all over Atlanta.
But it's just on the East Coast because it's nowhere in Texas at all.
No,
I remember the first time
Wawa started over here, in the East.
Yeah, I know that. I remember the first time Logic told me Wawa. I said, Wawa? What the hell is a Wawa?
Right.
Who names a store Wawa? What?
Wawa. But they have everything. They have everything. from traveling a lot, but we don't have one here, and I wish we did. We do not. I'm so mad. Not even in California. They don't have them, like he said, on this part of the country, on the West Coast or whatever. So
they only have it on the East Coast. It's not even going towards the Central. It's just on the East Coast. That's it.
Right. That's true.
So,
alrighty.
Let's go into current events real quick. Has anyone heard, and I know all of y'all should have heard about this, those 2 black guys that got kicked out of Starbucks, yeah. Well, not kicked out. They got arrested.
Yeah.
And the PR was that the woman was, the manager who called the cops was removed from the store. She's no longer at that store. But the kicker is, I love how they worded it to make you think that she was fired, but she wasn't. She was just transferred to another store.
I thought she was fired. Yeah,
no, she was just transferred. That's how they worded it, so you can take from it what you wanted. But what it is, when you delve deeper into it, what it is she was actually transferred to another store. So they did not fire her. Right. Because at first, my whole thing was, okay, come on, black people, stop just being mad at this. You know, he took action, this and this, you know, blah, 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 blah. And I was, you know, getting on people for being angry still. But then when I continued reading as the days passed by, I found out that she was not fired. So now I'm all for a boycott.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Transferred to another store in the same state, and he clearly said in his interview, "Oh, yeah, well, she's no longer at that location. That's it. She was fired from that location." He said it just like that. That adjective or whatever that word is.
And again, it makes you you only focus. Your mind only focuses on what you want to hear. Like, oh, okay, she was fired.
Yeah.
But then when you look deeper into it, you find out, no, she was actually transferred. She wasn't fired at all. She was transferred.
So then she didn't learn anything. She didn't learn anything.
She didn't lose anything. She probably lost the comfort of driving to a store closest to her house, maybe.
Right. She wanted to drive further to get to work. That's it. Wow. And so there's no real remorse in that. There's no real recourse in that. No one's really learned anything on their side. Doing this employee training, it's going to be so brief. They said they're shutting down all those stores for about 2 hours. What are these people really going to walk away with at that point?
Nothing, because the manager got away with just a slap on her hand. They didn't learn anything. And then a lot of stuff have come in, like I forgot his name. There's a guy that I follow. It's called the Angry Asian Guy or something like that on Facebook. He he started getting pictures of Asians who on their Starbucks cup they'll have written on it, or they'll have just slits for eyes written on it, you know, stuff like that. And then in California, after this happened, what happened? Something else happened to another black guy. I can't remember what happened. It was like right after these 2 black guys were arrested. Something else happened in Starbucks to another guy, and I can't remember what it was. But it seems like I can't say. Okay, I'm not going to speak for the owner of the chain because I don't know him, and I don't know. For all I know, he could be married to a black woman. I don't know. But it seems like there are a lot of racist issues within the Starbucks chain, and nothing is being dealt with. For you to close all those stores and just have a training on how you should treat human beings, which is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But for you to just close your stores and have a training on that, as opposed to also relieving these people of duty who are who have done this, you know, who have been racist, who have written those racist stuff on cups, or outwardly racist to people, calling cops on some guys who are just sitting there. I call BS on the whole thing, personally.
Well, I guess the 2 black guys that got arrested, they're doing a discrimination case.
They're doing what?
They suing on a discrimination case. They get lawyers. So
I totally was going to do that if it was me. I don't care what they did in the store. I was totally going to do that.
And you see the video. You saw the video. How calm they was walking out, like, you know, in handcuffs.
Well, the options nowadays, the options for black people nowadays is to either be calm and show your hands high in the sky or get shot because you got an attitude and that scares people.
So can you imagine?
So what else could they have done?
Can you imagine downtown Center City with the stores, those 16th and I think 18th and Spruce, that's Center City, and those two black guys getting shot right there downtown at that time of day? Don't you know?
What's the difference?
Crazy.
But what's the difference? There's video of innocent people being shot.
Yeah, I'm saying.
And they have absolutely nothing in their hand, and nothing happens to the cops. There's people around who saw it, so what would be the difference? Just because they're downtown, there wouldn't be no difference.
Well,
the cops
treated
it exactly how they should have treated it.
Center City is a predominantly white area, so-called, high city. But I'm saying, that's why I guess that they moved the lady to another store because they're trying to, still have business there, which is hard to have business there now. They still protesting, having little sit-ins or whatever. But No. The correct action would have been to fire her. And you would have still had business. Yeah, that's true. I know. It's true. That's true. I thought she was right. Like I said, I didn't listen to it. I heard what I heard, but still, that's crazy to move to another store. I guess it's a more suburban store, probably.
That's all her period. No, let's just relocate you. Maybe no one will find out. I mean, that's just wrong. That just proves that the manager didn't believe that what happened was unjust. He didn't believe that he was really that moved. You're saying he didn't
believe it. You saying he didn't believe it. I'm pretty sure he believed it, and he just didn't care.
Okay. Well, then isn't that the same thing? I don't think he believed it. I just think he didn't care. But I think he was covering it up to look good by having this training scheduled. But if you left the person if she's still here, she is still in her position, then what have we all learned here? Nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely
because that
nothing.
Person's going to do the same. That person's going to go on and have the same attitude, which is their choice. Their daily general life about certain races and just. I mean, it's just not. What are we teaching our children? It's just really sad. One of my girlfriends here at work, she walked up to the next day after this happened. She walked up to a black lady that was in line at Starbucks, and she says to her, "You need to get out of line. Why are you here standing in line? Why are you even here?" She says, "Why?" In other words, she was trying to get other black people to protest and not even eat at Starbucks.
Well, why was your girlfriend there then?
What was that?
I said, why was your girlfriend there then? Was she buying something, or she was just trying to raise awareness?
I think she was raising awareness because she said she absolutely was not going to purchase anything. She wanted to just literally, if she sees a black person there standing in line, she walks up to him and says, "Why are you standing here? Why are you here? Why are you standing in line?"
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting a
I
ruckus.
agree with her then.
I get her point, but she might have went about it the wrong way. But so if we were going to do a protest around the country,
if I had time and cared that much, I would do it too.
Right.
The reason I don't care that much is because no matter how hard you fight, only a handful of people will follow you.
Will follow you.
And I don't have the patience.
Yeah.
So I'm not fighting. I don't fight for people who don't want to fight for themselves. That's
right. They'll make noise for a while, then they just get quiet. It's just how it is.
Yeah, they'll just die down, and then we talk about Beyonce having
exactly. We loud, and then we calm down. Because as long as we loud and get us in the crowd, and after that over, we don't do nothing.
You get loud, you get angry, you trash your own city, and then we talk about Beyonce having twins.
Yeah, there you go. Well,
right.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is so irrelevant right now.
Please.
So, the funny thing is, Logic has been eerily quiet.
Painfully shy.
Painfully shy.
Yeah, I know you're here, but why do you not have a comment on this topic?
There's certain things that I feel are just noise, and this is just noise to me. It's a lot of moving parts with this whole situation. I mean, I can see it from all different angles, honestly. Number one, with the footage, there's not enough footage to really see what happened before this whole thing went down. All you really saw was them getting arrested. Also, I personally know people that go to Starbucks just to use the Wi-Fi. They don't, or at least they've said that they don't buy anything. I've personally seen people at like Panera Breads and stuff like that do the same thing. They just come there to use the Wi-Fi and that's it. But technically, it is a business. And if any franchisee decides that they're going to, require people to, all right, hey, what are you doing? Are you going to buy coffee or what? What's happening? Like, that's their decision. I mean, could it be a tad indelicate if they're only targeting certain people? Yeah, that's not fair. But at the same time, as a grown man, if somebody's coming in my face and they're like, hey, you're going to have to buy something or we're going to do it, I break a five. Like, all right, well, give me a muffin. And I just sit there and look at my muffin and wait for my meeting to happen. Like, even if I don't plan to have anything, I'm not going to get into a big thing about I want to stay in your establishment and not buy anything because other people do it. I'm just not going to get into that argument. So I don't know how that whole thing transpired or how it even escalated to that point. Now if it was somebody really being a racial asshole, like, you know what, don't even go over there saying nothing to those black guys, just call the cops, then yeah. But you have to, like, for me to get charged up, I have to see that proof that that's what happened. For all I know, they could have went over there and said, hey, listen, we're going to need you to blah, blah, blah. Get out of here, man. All these people in here, blah, 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 blah. And then next thing you know, they're getting belligerent. I don't know. It's not enough for me to care. Who knows what happened?
Right.
It's so stupid. Even if it was, even if I really didn't even have money and it was really like I can't buy anything, it didn't look crowded from what I saw. So, again, I would just, I would stand outside and wait for the guy to show up and then walk back in with him and sit back down. Like, as stupid as that is, and it's like, are you serious? I've been caught in situations like that before in my life where it's like you really got to look at the person like, you're serious right now? Yeah, well, blah, blah, blah. All right, fine. And throw $2 on it and buy a cookie and like, all right, get out my face. So it's not enough for me to care. It's just noise to me. It's just like, oh, okay.
Logic. If I can interrupt, I think it's a good point too. But based on the footage that they were releasing to the public, it appears like as if they were sitting at the booth. So therefore, I'm assuming they actually ordered something to eat, like a muffin or something. And then the only thing they didn't
order anything. They were waiting for the guy to come in because their business partner, he wanted to order them coffee, so they were waiting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I've waited for business meetings many times in Starbucks, and I order nothing, even when they get there, because I don't like Starbucks. Right. I don't drink coffee, and their food tastes like ass. So.
Damn.
Okay.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've seen people go there and not have anything. They're just there to type on or whatever.
Just waiting on someone else. Yeah.
But again, I got to look at it like if I had a business and let's say I had a Wi-Fi, and I usually let people slide, and I just had some overzealous manager that was like, you know what, I'm gonna clear these people out who are not blah blah blah. I don't know. I mean, if they happen to be gay people and that person went over there and was like, yeah, you gotta go, and if you're not gonna buy anything, and then a bunch of gay people to say it's not fair. I mean, how can I prove that it's not about being gay?
But what else could it have been about? They just decided to choose these particular people?
I don't know, because that's also a possibility too, that that person or that establishment are really closet racist and they were trying to clear some niggas out. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's not enough for me to go on to really have an opinion. It's just noise. It's like, yeah, whatever. I think it's, a complete BS with the what Starbucks is doing. All like, we're gonna have sensitivity training for all that. Really?
Oh yeah, I thought that already.
Yeah, why would that not be a part of your hiring process.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you going to talk about?
Most companies
That's what I would be more curious about.
have
What
like
is this meeting going to talk
training.
about? Hey,
Most
when you
companies have
see black people, don't say anything to them, or let's have a discussion about, Sojourner Truth. Like, what are you going to talk about? What is it going to be? A history lesson?
Maybe Black history.
Come on.
Understand Black people.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it's just, it's corporate shuffling. That's all they're doing. It's like tap dancing. So, see, we're doing something. Everybody calm down. Everybody go get a grande. Relax. Let's forget about this whole thing.
Yeah, ain't gonna forget about it because the lawyers they done got lawyered up. So brothers got lawyered up. So
but see, that's what I'm saying. See, now that's the other part that kind of annoys me. Like, all right, you're going to lawyer up. What happened to you?
So,
like if an establishment told you to leave and you felt it was racist, but you decided not to leave and got arrested,
right?
Who are you going to sue, and for what?
It's
because you have to prove it was racially charged, and the cops, unfortunately for them, in this situation, really did nothing wrong. They got a call that said, we have some people who are refusing to leave the establishment. So what are they going to do? Come in and start playing cards? Like, they have to, like, yo, you got to go. Come on, let's go. So, I don't, like, what is the lawsuit going to say? What is it? What is your,
that's what
I don't understand. What are the damages?
I'm down to see what the lawyer going to say. I'm curious. I'm like, yo.
Goodness gracious. Come on.
Yeah. Well, it's all based on perception. If I see like 4 white guys, for instance, sitting there, haven't ordered anything, probably came in the same time I did or was there before me, but it's me that you point out to leave and then you call the cops on me like I did something horribly wrong, then yes, I will sue you for that.
But you're suing for something that feels racist, but you can't prove that's why they did it. You can't
prove it, but you can sue for defamation of character because now you made me look like a criminal in which I wasn't.
No, because now, listen, I'm going to plead the case for the defendant, okay? What did they do that defamed you? You decided that you didn't want to leave, and you decided that you were going to get arrested for it. So it's not like they went out and maliciously drug your name through the mud. They didn't say anything about you. You got arrested, and it was public knowledge. So you're humiliated by that, but they didn't. They gave you the option, buy a bagel or get out. You said, hey, what are you talking about? This is racist. And hey, what about that white guy over there? He's not eating a muffin. Yeah, well, you got to go, and this is what I said. Oh, well, you know what, I ain't going nowhere. And you decided to get arrested.
Well, then, if you want to counter that, then I'm suing on emotional pain and suffering.
Caused by who?
Caused by the manager of Starbucks. Now, if you want to
said
put the
that
suit
you can
on
be
her,
in my
then that's
establishment
her.
and feel good as long as you buy a bagel. You said no. I told you to get out. There's not a soup
It's not
kitchen.
necessarily that he said no. He could have said we're waiting for our colleague and he's buying us coffee.
Okay, this is not a warming house. Wait outside or buy a bagel. Do you see how it keeps coming back to $1.50? Just buy a muffin to get them out of your face.
I can still say emotional pain. Because now you made me feel like I'm not significant enough to sit in your establishment while I wait for my colleague when there are 3 other people doing the same exact things that I'm doing.
Let me flip this for you. You have a business. I know what your business is, right? You have clients, and somebody calls you up and says they want to become one of your clients. You look over their business and see that they constantly are going out of business, starting back up. They have debt. They're not paying their bills. You decline and say, no, I'm not going to take you on as a client. They then sue you because they say that you're discriminating against their business because they're Mexicans.
Wow.
Now, how do you prove that you did not take their business on because they're Mexicans. They're saying it feels racist. But you're saying no, it's because it is. Wait a minute. You say, well, no, I told them that they can be a client if they would pay up front. They refused, so I didn't take them on as a client. Yeah, but, you know, you got all these other people, and, you know, you didn't ask them to pay up front. Well, what are you talking about? Like, this person, well, they got bills and they got problems. Well, that happened afterwards. Like, you see how there's so many different ways you can say that this is not the case. But these people are saying it absolutely feels this way to me. It doesn't matter what it feels like to you. It's about what actually is and is not. They have the option to continue to wait for their colleague if they would have both broke a $5 and said, you know what, give me that little yellow cake over there. They could have easily not touched the cake and took it back up to the counter later and said, I don't want it. It's just, nah. What are they going to do, not give them the money back? So the whole situation was avoidable, but they decided to make a stink and make some noise. Now, I'm not saying they're wrong for that because it could have been racist. It's just not enough for me personally to go on to feel anything from one side or the other. It's just noise.
No, I think it's so hard for that lawyer
I agree with what you're saying, Logic, but I was going to say it's not a real solid relationship between what you said about my business and what you said about Starbucks, because I can give definitive evidence of why I asked him to either pay up front or decided not to take him on as a client. And you can assume that my other client's XYZ. However, if I'm actually in Starbucks looking at 5 other people doing the exact same thing as me, that's not an assumption. I see them, and there are other witnesses who see the same thing going on. Then my question to you is, why did you single me and my partner out? So between my company, I can give definitive
proof. For you to prove that the reason that you caught their eye is because of race. And you can't prove it. That's why it's always hard to prove any race cases, you know, where there's racial things going on. You have to prove it, and you can't. Race is a feeling. Racism is a feeling one person has that their race is superior to all others and blah, blah, blah. You can't prove feelings. You know, you have to have concrete, like this person has written down on a notepad, I hate niggers, you know, and then they went over there and told these black people to get out. Then you can, you know, expand and say, okay, well, due to this hard evidence that this person is absolutely a racist due to, you know, this thing that they wrote or this website that they're part of, then, you know, they went after this black couple and blah, blah, blah. You can expand on that. But when you have nothing but I just, it was other white people around and I don't understand why he did, you know, what are you talking about? You can't prove that.
The angle that I can go on, and I would have my lawyer, you know, I'd ask my lawyer if they want to go on, is if that's the case, if it wasn't a race-based incident, then the CEO or the owner of Starbucks wouldn't have taken such extreme racial prevention tactics in this situation. It would have just been a case of mistaken.
But look what the climate is in the media. It's not about.
I understand that, but if you don't want to be sued based on racism, then you wouldn't have taken those actions. Now my case can be proven.
Listen, wait a minute, hold on. Starbucks is a publicly traded company, so if the board is saying our stock, our members, the people that own the stock, they're panicking. And, you know, we need to do something in order to ensure, you know, our stockholders that we have the situation under control. You have to do something. You can't just sit there and be like, hey, you know, everybody needs to just relax. You know, it ain't a big deal. That's the kind of thing that will make you a pariah in business. So, you know, I think it's a little overboard, but it doesn't, again, prove racism. Plus, Starbucks is like McDonald's. There's franchisees. So you don't know if this is a company owned by the corporation or if it's a franchisee who is just hiring whoever he hires and, making his decisions. You don't know. Again, there's a lot to this. There's a lot of moving parts to it.
Yeah, so we're sort of turning into a Nightline or something, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to commercial, and when we come back, we're actually going to talk about the correlation between the way you dress and the way you're socially treated. So our first commercial is from the book The Wonders of Monkey Mac by Stephanie Harris, and then we're going to go to a song by...
What is going on?
Char? Okay. And then we're going to go to a song by Christy called Break the Rules. So we're going to go ahead and go to commercial, and we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Char from No Contact Radio, and I want to ask you, how many snacker packer stackers can a snacker packer stack? For a snack like Snack Pack Stack and Mucky Mac. Find out in this comedy by Stephanie Harris called The Wonders of Mucky Mac. In it, you learn how Mac is raised as a human and then given his own apartment in a zoo for a scientific experiment to see how the wild monkeys will react. He escapes every chance he gets and meets up with his best friends, Early Earl, Snack Pack, and Stack. They race their go-karts against some girls at school, only to find themselves in big trouble and a goofy cop looking for them. Have fun building your own Snacker Packer Stackers. Enjoy riddles, runs, and sing-alongs. It deals with bullying, friendship, fear, stealing, and competition, lying, and cheating. It's a great story for any kid would love. Find out about Stephanie Harris's The Wonders of Monkey Mac on our website, www.noconduct.com. Go to News and NCR Books.
And we're back. So the book and the song, you can find out both about the author and the musician on our website, www.noconduct.com. So before the show, we were doing Johnny Cochran and everything like that. Or before the commercial, we were doing Johnny Cochran and everything like that. So now we're going to go ahead and switch gears and talk about our main subject.
Wait. Let me add one last thing.
Yes.
I know we were, discussing that, and I was kind of, not giving any alternative. This is the alternative that I would have liked to see. In the end of the day, I think it was a racist moment that two black guys experienced, unfortunately. I believe that, too, as far as in my bones, if it happened that way, then it more than likely was racist. So instead of litigation, I think what they should do is follow where this woman then was transferred to and boycott that location. And then if she's transferred again, boycott that location until it's clear, like, she is a racist. And we're not going to accept that kind of behavior. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it needs to be clear to them that you're not to be able to just move her around like some kind of Catholic priest that, molested a kid and just moved on. It's about that person. I don't think the whole corporation of Starbucks should suffer because of a stupid franchisee and a dumb employee, racist, whatever. I think it was mishandled.
I agree with that. I mean, I don't think the entire corporation should be punished, and I agree with that solution. All right.
You see how fast the CEO flew to Philadelphia? He was like, I got to get out. He was like, yo, what's going on? He was like,
what happened?
No, I said, you see how fast he flew to Philadelphia, the CEO?
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
What was it, like the next day or something?
No, it's actually the next day. He flew here quick, man. He was like, yo, I got to get this done.
Yeah, man. That's a problem.
Like you said, those shareholders, they was like, yo, they probably called him that night. Yeah. I held a quick meeting over the phone.
Yeah, wouldn't you? I mean, if your dividends usually come back, $15,000, and then it done dropped a 7, like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
Solve the problem.
He wanted to
right.
That's all I got. That was it.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to check to see if there's a relationship between the way someone dresses and the way they're treated.
Absolutely.
So
exactly.
Absolutely.
So the reason the reason this topic came up is because somebody actually posted on social media something that said, I don't have to dress modest to be respected. And when I read that, I just really thought it was extremely funny. Because I was like, even in business, they tell you to dress a certain way, which is not slutty. They tell you to dress modest because there is a relationship or correlation between the way someone presents themselves and the way they're treated by others.
Exactly.
Even Dave Chappelle gave an example of, if he was walking around dressed like a police officer, how would you treat him? You wouldn't treat him just like any civilian on the street. You would treat him like a police officer, And he was like, he made a joke, everybody laughed, but nobody actually took any substance from that joke. He made a joke that somebody came up to him, oh, my God, officer, this guy is trying to steal my purse. And he was like, excuse me, just because I'm dressed like a police officer. And everybody started laughing. But he was being real. So when I saw that post, and that's why I had to make that the title of this episode, when I saw that post, I don't have to dress modest to be I thought that was like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Now, I'm going to bring it to y'all, including Char. What do y'all think about that statement?
Yeah, it's just, damn. I thought Char was
First
on
of all,
break.
you know Char right now is mixing a White Russian. She ain't even at the phone.
I know. I thought she was on break.
Very funny.
She's gonna be like,
I'm actually
I
drinking
heard
an energy
everything
drink.
you said. So,
I heard
what were y'all talking about
everything
again?
you said.
What were y'all talking about again?
I am drinking an energy drink, though.
At the end of the day. Oh wait,
Is
y'all
that
are
what
3
they
hours
call it,
behind.
baby?
Never mind. Well, yeah, it is Vegas logic. I think that is what they call it. Energy drink.
Yeah, that's what they call it. I need an energy drink. One more. I know when to stop.
No, I mean, literally, it's literally an energy drink called organic energy drink. That's what it says. Organic energy drink.
Oh my God,
Tropical
there's
burst.
just so things.
So it's an actual
some things
real
that
energy drink.
shouldn't be organic. Just ridiculous.
Okay,
anyways,
look, I know
so
Dawkins
Char,
organic
I'm gonna
too.
ask
Okay.
you first. Char, I'm going to ask you first. What do you think about that statement? I don't have to dress modest to be respected.
I heard the statement, and it doesn't make sense to me. I disagree with that because it depends on the setting. No, it depends on the setting. You should dress modest to be respected in a certain
setting. Wow.
Yo, you just depend on the setting.
You know,
let me say
I would
this.
normally would dismiss anybody that said they became better because they got into a relationship, but I think that it's actually working wonders for Char for being in this relationship you with. Good God.
Ha ha. Excuse me, there's an extension of that statement. I said in certain settings, so you do have to dress modest to be respected in certain settings. If you're going to a very professional board meeting, if you're going to, say, a church service, if you're going to meet someone's parents. I mean, there's certain settings, there's a time and a place.
Okay,
so you should be dressed modestly to be respected depending on where you're going and what you're presenting at that moment. So that's what I meant by that.
It's not about the specificity of the situation. It's about whether or not your dress does impact your image, and it does.
Yep.
You mean every day, or just because I change? I mean, I literally change like the wind.
Any situation you are in, how you are dressed will tell the public who you are.
Yep.
Well, right. Okay. So some choices are better than others with some dress, and some days it might be like, okay, I don't feel so respected today. Maybe I have to put some clothes on. I don't know. I still think it depends on the situation.
Wait, and some days, wait, what was the last statement you said? On
Sundays, I was joking. I was just joking. No one said that to me. I was just joking, seriously.
Okay.
Because I still, but I mean, think about it. If I'm with my boyfriend, my man, or whatever, right? Say I'm with, fiance, but if I'm with him and we're meeting his parents for the first time, even though we're going to dinner, I could have showed cleavage and maybe had a shorter dress and heels. I would not choose to have that outfit on if we're all going to dinner with his parents. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what I mean by that. Period.
But I thought every T-shirt you wear was cleavage.
I just said a T-shirt. Why would I wear a T-shirt to go to a nice dinner? I'm probably wearing a nice cocktail dress.
Every shirt,
a cocktail dress. I can have cocktails.
You know what Char just said with all of that statement that she just made. She said cheese tastes cheesy when you melt the cheese, but cheese ain't cheese when it's just regular cheese. Like, it doesn't matter what the situation is. What you're acknowledging is that your dress is telling something about you.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about? I need his family. I could wear that. We all know you could go out butt naked if you want, but in the end of the day, the fact that you will wear a slutty dress to meet his parents will tell his parents, this whore is a tramp. I can't believe he brought this woman over here to meet me. It's telling everyone that you're a slut.
I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't wear
but what's the difference? If you wouldn't wear XYZ in front of his family, then why would you wear it in front of everybody else to represent yourself as his woman?
Even in a religious sector, obviously you're going to make certain choices if you go into a church or a synagogue. So of course, depending on the environment and where you're going, people do choose to dress according to that. As a matter of fact, why do you think there's something called professional dress for the daytime and for the office? Why do you think there's something called nighttime?
What? Oh my God! Was she not here for the beginning of the?
Yo.
You know what, Logic and BJ. You know what I just realized. My daughter's going to grow up with this kind of mouth because this is the kind of answer she gives me.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Anybody want to adopt a 10-year-old?
It's the most perfect answer. That's what she'll learn.
Yeah, that's right, Char. Tell us how cheesy that cheese is when it's cheese.
But those comments, who wouldn't say, I think people say, "Oh, what would I wear? Well, I'm going to such and such place. What will I?" But here, it doesn't work for there. What you wore for this particular.
All right, let me ask you this, Char. Let me ask you this, Char. Let me ask you this. If Amber Rose was going to court to retain custody of her children, do you think she'd come with her ass?
Yeah.
He didn't finish the question.
No, you go ahead. What did you say?
No, he just said she cover up. Amber Rose, no. She would lose the case before you finish what you're saying. You said something about her ass. She'd lose the case because you already know she's not going to cover her ass or her boobs or her legs or nothing. That
woman will not let her meal tickets go if it's just she has to dress modestly to go into the courthouse. So you're completely wrong, Char.
Some people don't.
That's her meal ticket. She has nothing else going for her, and she's just not going to cover up.
Listen, when Anna Nicole was trying to get that mummy's money, she was dressed like a librarian.
My God.
I saw that. I saw the court. I looked at that the other day, Logic, and they did show the court, the actual trial where she was, coming into the courtroom and blah blah blah. Yeah, she did cover up. No, but she wore a necklace that said sexy or not slut, but sexy or something.
You know
and that was part of the reason she lost that case.
Don't get me a headache because there are just some people who talk a hell of a lot.
Is there a class that girls go to learn how to?
I don't know.
I used to think women were like that only when they became women, but this is how my daughter is, and I'm not talking bad about my daughter. It's just something that I'm realizing, and she couldn't have gotten it from me because I'm not like that.
Well, Kai,
and she's not around my mom enough.
For all of us, you're on the inside.
Like
how are you not watching how this metamorphosis is happening?
I don't know how it's happening. If I knew, I would nip it in the bud.
What is so hard for y'all to understand? I just gave a lot of examples how a whore doesn't change her little spots. When Anna Nicole went to court, yes, she dressed head to toe more professional, but she slipped and wore a necklace that says something like sex, something ridiculous. And she said the judge on that as well.
Hold on, let me tell y'all. This is what I'm getting for this. Let me tell y'all. I had a conversation with my daughter this morning in which I ended up yelling because I was just like, "Are you kidding me?" We live on a hill, and coming down the hill, somebody stopped in the middle of the hill where I had to go around them. So that means the people coming up the hill, they could have hit me head on because they can't see me. So I was saying that was irresponsible of them to stop where they stopped. So my 10-year-old, who hasn't driven a day in her life, proceeded to then say, well, what if it was, you don't know what happened, why they stopped there. I said, it doesn't matter why they stopped there. They could have stopped at the bottom of the hill, or they needed to reverse and go to the top of the hill. And I went out through this whole thing and gave her the reasonings why. And I said, in conclusion, it's a hazard. You don't put other people's lives in jeopardy, which it would have been, even if it was just me and another person, you put two people's lives in jeopardy just because you determined that you had to stop here. And she was like, you don't even understand what I'm saying. What?
Wow. 10 years old.
You know what's hilarious?
I'm just trying to explain. Suppose they died. I said, how the hell would they have died and carefully applied brakes? Are you serious? We ended up having a conversation on something that I already explained to her, and then I realized I was arguing with a 10-year-old who hasn't driven a freaking day in her life. Why are we having this conversation? Oh, my God.
It's just the beginning. I
see that. I think I'm going to jump through a window when she turns 15. I'm totally just going to be like, can't do it. Nope. I'm going to be living with Char. I see it. My God.
Oh, God. That's not a better.
Well, sorry. If I ever, I don't have any room. We'll drive crazy. But so anyway, if you didn't get it and Lodge didn't get it, not my problem. All I said to you was it depends on where you go. Amber Rose would not have necessarily changed her spot.
This morning. I didn't get it, and it wasn't her problem.
Mind of a 10-year-old. Mind of a 10-year-old.
Oh my God!
Out of the mouth of babes. Oh.
Yeah, that's what you want to take away from that statement. So anyway, point being that if Anna Nicole Simpson, or was her name Simpson? Anna Nicole Smith. Yes. Anna Nicole Smith, the short-haired bitch. What's her name again? I didn't mean to call her a bitch. I didn't mean to call her a bitch. Amber Rose, Kim Kardashian, even somebody that I like, one of the Bella twins, Nikki Bella. And I love Nikki Bella. She went to do something dealing with talking to children about business. And she was having a hard time. She's like, I need to dress modest. I can't have my cleavage showing. I can't do this. So she recognized that going into this aspect of an area that you need to be, they need to look at you for business advice. She knew she couldn't dress how she would normally dress, like going out onto stage or taking her Instagram pictures or whatever. She actually took the weave out of her hair. She got a business suit. So if they know there is a difference between the way you dress to, I don't know, walk down the street, to get stared.
Hello?
What is Char doing? Oh my God.
No, it just went blank. You just went totally blank. It was just radio silence.
Logic.
It wasn't telling me. This is
Logic and BJ, you have more experience in this.
Who?
Go ahead,
Please.
Logic. You can pick up what I was saying. Logic. Anybody?
Logic. He checked out mentally. Who knows where he is now?
I'm sorry, I had to take something off the stove. What was you asking me?
I will kick you in your face. Good God.
No, you know how you put something on there and you just hear something in the other room like, shh, you're like, oh, and you got to go run and get it. I'm not like that. Go ahead.
Yeah,
what did you
I'm not. I'm done. My point is not going to be made.
You just proved my point. The call proved my point anyway. Kai just proved my point.
Just real quick, what did you say? What?
I was saying that these certain people recognize that they needed. Obviously, I wasn't talking. I wasn't talking.
Char's still talking.
Yeah, I have nothing to say.
Oh, God.
Guess we have dead air now.
What?
I told you it was radio silence. You proved my point with the young lady that you said that she knew that she had to, say dress a certain way because she's going to court and posted the way she normally dresses. What I just said was the average person, okay, knows common sense-wise that wear certain things. Even if you dress modest and homely every day, you still wear certain outfits when you're going to certain environments, period. You can't wear the same thing. This outfit does not work for everything.
Okay, wait. See, what you're talking about around that right now is nonsense. If you have a woman that conducts herself with class at all times, why would she not dress as a classy woman in certain situations? She's a woman of class. So that's how she's always going to dress.
But what is class to you? So she couldn't wear a pencil skirt just at the knee? Is that unclassy, Logic?
Now you're asking me for what I believe the fashion division is. What I'm saying is, if she doesn't dress like a slut, then there's not going to be any slutty things in her repertoire anyway for any situation. Because that's not the kind of person she is. That's not the way she wants to conduct herself. Even if she is, listen, even if she is a Vulcan walking around logical and very reserved, but she's a Klingon in the sheets, she's still, if she's conducting herself very classy, very modest, or whatever the situation is, you're not going to catch her somewhere where she's going to be looking like, this is the right place to look like a slut.
We're talking about personality or dress, because conducting yourself a certain way is presenting a certain aura about yourself.
Personality has nothing to do with the way you dress.
No, you just said conducting herself. When you're conducting yourself, that's an action statement.
When you are okay. No. What you just honed in on conducting. A police officer could be an irrational asshole in his off time, but he conducts himself like a professional when he's on the job. He checks his ego and whatever irrational things that he may think about a person because he wants to be a professional. You know, I'm pretty sure Kai has wanted to cuss out a person or two at the job, you know, when she's dealing with clients.
Sure.
But she conducts herself like a professional, and that's not what a professional does. So if a woman can have any type of personality, she could be a complete debaucherous freak, but she conducts herself like a classy woman when she's outside, beyond her closed doors.
Okay, well, I agree with that statement, but what does it have to do with a choice of wardrobe? We were specifically honing in on choosing to dress this way or that way, and what does that represent about you? Not how someone speaks, the aura they give off when they meet someone, if they're confident, if they're classy, if they're professional, if they're sophisticated, if they're well-mannered, if they have integrity. It was none of that in the conversation. We were specifically talking about a choice of clothing, meaning a shirt, a blouse, a T-shirt, some jeans, a short skirt, a long skirt, you know, a scarf, whatever. That's, you know, high heels, low heels.
Well, what you asked me was what is class, how's dressing classy. I said that's a fashion question. I'm not going to tell somebody that that's a classy whatever or whatever. I'm saying that any woman, any rational woman that's being honest with herself knows when a certain attire is too revealing, okay? And I personally have always found it funny that titties have a place in the workforce. Like if you claim that you don't want people looking at you, why are you wearing a peekaboo shirt? What is going on with that? What are you doing? What are you talking about? Why is your buttons on your blouse unbuttoned from the third button up? Come on.
Right.
Come on.
I agree with that. I do.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
your first impression, for your boss, they look at you like,
anymore. I mean, that's out the window. People just wear whatever. Even in the most corporate settings, the most professional settings, people just wear. It used to be where there was a code, and you have a dress down Fridays, and then you wear pretty much, I guess, whatever, or jeans. But now, I mean, look around you. No matter where you live and what environment that you're in, people don't take any. They have no more respect for the office and what's presented there when they walk in. They just wear whatever. And a lot of women are looking for attention anyway when they come to work.
Well, some places do, but some places do still have a strict, dress code. They don't allow any of that.
Lawyer, you know. I mean, you're going for partner. I mean, I'm just saying, on average now, it's just not what it used to be when people knew how to dress. You know, they knew what to wear, what not to wear. You didn't have to give them a class. You know, I mean, it's just the way the world is now.
Well, let me ask you this, Char. Do you think that women who dress very revealing are respected by men who try to talk, even if the men are trying to talk to them and date them? Like, do you think the woman that is more revealing with her body, as opposed to the woman who's more reserved, has more respect from men?
You answer that question? What?
Generally speaking, no. But then again, that woman does not maybe not choose to dress that way all the time. That's why I keep saying to you guys, I don't know where you're not getting that.
We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that at all.
Therefore, no, they're not being. If a woman dresses that way all the time, Logic, she's not being respected. Why? Because that's what she's presenting all the time. This is just who she is. It doesn't get any better than that. But there's nothing wrong with choosing. If I'm going out to a nice dinner, I wear a cocktail dress and it happens to show cleavage.
You keep going back to
whether my legs might be
chooses to dress like that and why. The point that I'm making is that if a woman is more revealing with her body and conducts herself in, say, a slutty way, typically it's less respect. Men don't respect that.
Yep.
And I don't care how progressive people think that we are. I know men, and I know how men think deep down inside. They do not respect it. You might have men that even marry such a woman. I mean, there's porn stars that are married. But in the end of the day,
I don't know why.
there is no man that's going to respect some chick that's just constantly out there showing her body off. Instagram is full of panty pictures and thongs on the beach. Like, you
just said her constantly, and I agree with that. That's why I said previously, if this is just who you are, then you are a slut, because that's what you're presenting every day, and you can't wait to show it all off, especially on Instagram. I'm so tired of that. And like you said, you're not a model. You're just a slut. There's a difference. So I agree with that. I'm just saying that those are those women, and they have their place of whatever it is they do. But if we're people that just happen to, a woman that just happens to choose to wear a dress that happens to show sleeveless, or maybe a dress is a little short, but because she's going out to a club or she's going to a nice restaurant and it's a cocktail dress that happens to have a lower cut, there's a way to wear that to where she still can look classy, not slutty.
I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't matter. If a man sees you out in that, it doesn't matter what the setting is. He's gonna come up with, oh, okay, she's the type of chick to go out dressed like this. All right, I got that. He might still want to bang you. He might even want to date you or marry you. But understand, there is an assessment that most men do immediately when they see that.
Yep.
But
there's nothing stopping a woman from dressing very beautifully, but still being covered up when she goes out to the club. You don't have to reveal skin to go to the club. You don't have to do that.
Men don't go to the club looking for honeys who are dressed like, Broomhilda, all homely
how
with the
would you know? How long have you been a man?
You know that.
I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going to be honest with you, Char. If dudes went to a club and they saw all of these scantily clad broads out there, but they saw one chick that had a pencil dress and a nice, respectable shirt or a nice, leather jacket, doing a thing, having a good time, and she was reserved and having a ball, but she was dressed like she wasn't out looking to pay her rent. She would stand out more than the rest of these broads out there trying to put the kitty cat on display. Yeah, noticed.
Yeah, well, I can't hate a nice pencil dress because there's something very 1940s. Demure about that. So, I mean, it's,
with her constantly bringing up pencil skirts or pencil dresses.
No, I don't have a pencil dress. They're very classic 1940s when women actually knew how to dress, and they would be dressed up to cook dinner, but dressed very nicely, for their husbands when they came home. I mean, it's just that it was a whole different era. And so when you do see a woman in something like that, it is very classy. I do agree with that. And I mean, even to this day. So I agree. But, Kai, I take it you don't wear pencil skirts or pencil dresses.
No.
Pencil dresses?
I don't wear it primarily because it's too tight and I can't walk. And I'm not, I dress for comfort as opposed to looking good for other people. My mom used to put me in them and I can't walk, so I don't wear them.
Well, that's a logical answer, but what I said, okay, BJ, can I just do BJ? BJ, you're going to.
BJ? Yeah, you can do BJ. Are you well doing BJ?
For lack of a better example, oh my gosh, for lack of better words. Okay, so BJ, let me use as an example, please. What I was trying to come across the logic, what I was trying to present the logic a moment ago was, let's say that I was saying to him, like, if you're taking your girl or even a new date to dinner. To a nice dinner, she wore a cocktail dress, which often could be maybe a simple black, but quite often it would have maybe a lower cut or maybe just a shorter hem. Would you feel there's so much men looking at her like that?
Maybe, Char. Maybe.
What?
I said, you sitting there saying maybe like you've seen a cocktail dress that looks like you could wear it to court. No, come on now. You know what's cutting my word.
I just said you're going to dinner, so of course if it's a cocktail dress, there's going to have either a little sleeveless or him. I mean, hire him. That's what I'm saying.
Well, so the dress made like that. What did she wear?
No, but BJ, but why does the logic keep saying when men see that they're just going to think that they're not going to have respect for her? Who needs to have respect for her? It's your date.
No, it was from a cocktail dress, from a dress and study. A cocktail dress is one thing, dress and study is a whole different thing.
Right. No, according to logic, it's still slutty to show any form of skin. Oh my God.
No, he didn't say that.
I don't remember him saying that at all.
He didn't say it like that.
It's the same thing. You can't show your legs. It's acceptable, probably past the knee, and God forbid there's any cleavage at all. Those little twins better stay inside where they belong. I mean, you're anything short of a clergyman right now. Like, what? I mean, you just sound like so stuffy. I don't believe you for a minute that you haven't taken dates out who chose that type of a dress or clothing, and it felt very, very, proud to be with them. Like you didn't look down like, oh, why should
you first of all, I don't feel pride because I'm with a woman. You know, I feel pride for myself or something I've achieved. My pride doesn't hinge around a person. That's one. Two, if you're saying, am I beaming with, I don't know, some kind of exuberance because I'm with this woman and she's dressed like, no. I mean, because my thing is, I know why these guys are looking at her. I know what they're thinking. And they're not thinking, man, that girl looks like she has a lot of morals. They're thinking about every dirty thing that they would like to do with her. That's it. So what I'm saying is, whether or not women realize it, I'm not saying that I want women to dress like Little House on the Prairie. You don't have to go that deep with it. I just said when women are reserved and they keep certain things special and private for their man, that makes the man feel special. That makes him feel like this is mine. This is only for me. She's not putting this on display for everybody. You know what I mean? It makes it feel like it's worth a little bit more. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Now you can grind that down to be some kind of sexist statement. I'm just telling you the psychology of men. We're territorial. You wouldn't want to pay full price for a house that anybody can sleep in. You know, they just come up, everybody got keys to the house and just, hey, what's going on? Like, you're not going to want to pay for that house. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay.
It's the same thing with a woman. Like, if she's been out there, and that's another thing these current day women don't understand, this crazy body count you're racking up because of all this online hooking up that you're doing, your value is dropping. Men start hearing about you, and they know that you've been around the track. You're not worth the time and the effort for them. Yeah. They'll bang you, and they'll do all kind of stuff to pass the time. But most men, especially men who can get a woman that's of a higher order, so to speak, that they have options, they're not going to want to tie their self to some woman that got a crazy amount of dudes in her wake. They're not going to want to do that. They would rather the woman that's a hard nut to crack, and they feel like not any guy can just show up and wink and shoot her a compliment, and then that's it. She's stripping off her clothes.
Nothing? She's done? Oh, okay. I thought you didn't have a retort.
I think that was a good point. It really was because, why would you want well, I just go back to Instagram and Tinder and all that. I just see a lot of that and plenty of fish. It's just disgusting. It's just disgusting the way that our society is today and how easy it is for people to just give themselves away like that. And they think it's fun. They think it's the norm, and it's just, ugh. BJ, you never heard of some of these websites, these social sites, dating sites? Whatever you want to call it, dating?
You said Tinder.
Tinder.
I don't know what that is. Well, I know what Tinder is.
No, I didn't say that. I said Tinder.
Okay.
Yes. There might be a Tinder. Don't quote me on that. I'm saying Tinder. There might be a Tinder. I don't know.
Yeah, I know the Tinder.
So in conclusion, Char is saying she agrees with logic to a certain extent.
I do.
But you should be able to wear the pencil skirt and pencil dress because
she's showing. Right now she's probably showing females right now.
Walking it. I don't care if you're walking it. It's really classy. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It ain't hard to walk anyway. You're right about that. Kind of restricted.
Yeah, and I'm not a kind of person who is like, you need to get used to it. No, if I don't like it the first time, it's not going to happen, and that's just the end of that. So I have a question for y'all that was actually posted on our relationship questions board or group, relationship health question and answers on Facebook. And I'm really curious to see how y'all answer this. So the question real quick, because we only have 5 minutes left, the question real quick is, my boyfriend and I lived together for 3 years, and he has become, no, my bad, wrong thing. Somebody, hold on. Basically what happened is, no, hold on. here it goes. Okay. My boyfriend and I have been dating for 4 years. He's an awesome guy, and I have no problems with him. Now I have a dog who I've had for 13 years. My boyfriend told me he wants to move in with me to my apartment, but not if my dog's there because he doesn't like dogs. He said if I really love him, I'll let my dog stay with my parents or get rid of her, which I'll never do. Now I'm in a dilemma of what to do. I love my boyfriend, and I don't want us to fight, but it's hurting my feelings that he hates my dog, who is such a big part of my life. And this person needs advice on that.
Let him know the next apartment that's available in your building.
Because once you get rid of the dog, that's like, oh, my God.
We just had a question like this a few weeks ago. To get a separate apartment for your dog and go visit your dog. Let the man move in. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I was about to say, what?
Get an apartment for your dog.
If you want to do something, let's get a separate apartment next to it.
So did she know he didn't like dogs in the beginning? It's, it's like that or whatever.
BJ, thank you. That was my first thing. Like, how is it only now that you're realizing he doesn't like dogs?
See, women, women just like, man, bang my head against the wall, whatever.
Other people have answered that question in our group, but nobody has said that. And I didn't want to say it. I wanted to see if anybody else came up with that because that was my first question. Like, how does she know that he doesn't like dogs? And why did she continue with the relationship if that's that's going to be a big deal. She's had this dog 13 years. You know why
she continued with that relationship.
Because he was laying that pipe
down. She thought she could change his mind?
Right. Let's just the real caller. I mean, right, whoever wrote in. I mean, that's true. It's obviously that attachment in some way. So, I mean, to the guy, probably sexual.
But now you're in a predicament because you stayed in that relationship that you knew this guy doesn't like your dog. Now you put yourself in a predicament to where you don't know what to do, the boyfriend or the dog or the boyfriend. Personally, I treat my cats like I would treat my kids in the sense of saying they actually didn't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying? You're a grown man. You don't have to live with me. You have options. I'm the one who chose to bring my cats into, or dog or whatever, but I'm the one who chose to bring my cats into my life. So now I'm not going to let them suffer because you're a big weenie baby. So, like Logic says, there could be
unfortunately, you can't drop your kids off in the woods and drive off.
Right, exactly.
I mean, you could. People have done it before.
That's why I don't date anybody with a cat. A dog's cool, but anybody with a cat I won't date because I'm allergic to cats.
Remember, you mentioned that. We got this question. BJ said this woman, if a woman was allergic to her cat or something like that, and we were like, well, didn't she know that before you started dating her? And so that was kind of like that. And so I'm
allergic to cats, so I don't date anybody with cats. That's one of my bullet points. I be asking. You have kind of animal. You have a cat. Oh, okay, I can't date you. I'm sorry, I don't.
But BJ,
I could understand if it was something that you just adopted, like you just adopted them like last week. You haven't gotten an emotional connection.
Like that,
and you could actually just find another home, another caring home for them. But you've had that animal for 13 years. I've had my I've had my cat for about 8 years. My cat's not going anywhere. I'm sorry.
See,
BJ, you and I won't work out. By the way, that was my slick way of telling you we're not going to work out.
I couldn't come to your house, and then if you your cat always on your clothes or whatever, you hold your cat a lot, so you come around me, and I know you got a cat all over you. You couldn't sit next to me. I say, nah.
That's why it's not going to work out between me and you, BJ. I'm sorry. I was looking for a way to break up with you, but on here, that seemed like the best way to do it.
Walk around the house naked around me, walk around naked.
Wow, way to have a solution, BJ.
Walk around naked. You got to smell like a cat. Get away. Walk around naked.
Well, writer, listener, that's your option. You can tell the boyfriend he can go to another house, just like he seems like it's okay for your dog to go to another house. He can get an apartment in your complex and live right next to you, so you can still see each other every day. That's it for our show today. I do want to thank everyone for listening. Even though this was a long, drawn-out show, thank you for listening. And we'll be here again next week, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on No Conduct Radio. Peace out, everyone.
Have a safe week. Please forgive my interruptions. Have a great one. We'll talk next week. Bye-bye.
Wow, I'm surprised she ended it there. I was waiting live from Las Vegas.
I'm from Las Vegas.
I didn't end it there. I'm still on. Now what are we going to talk about?
Bye.
All right.
End the show.